What's up, guys? Silas back again today. Well, actually it's kind of evening right now. I got something a little bit different for y'all this time. A few weeks ago I put a post on YouTube asking who would like to see me go camping, maybe do a little camping trip and exploration, that type of stuff. And I was thinking I'd go out to the lake or something like that, and one guy commented and said, how about you do a junkyard camping trip? And I thought, you know what, that's a really good idea, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm out here at my place. I got about 20 acres out here. I'm not sure how many cars are out here now, probably 250, 300 cars out here right now. I'm not entirely sure, I haven't counted them lately. But I want to see if I can find a place to stay the night. Right now, it's about 8 o'clock. Got about an hour and a half till sunset. Till the sun's completely gone. It starts getting dark about 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere in that range. So I've got about 2 hours, really. But technically, if I want to make a place to sleep, I've got about an hour to an hour and a half to figure out what I'm going to do exactly. So I've got a lot of options out here. There's a lot of cars, a lot of different things. One option is I've got a bunch of trailer houses left out here still. They're all dilapidated, falling apart, but they do have roofs on them. They don't have doors on them. I'll take a look at those. Next option is there's a ton of cars out here, obviously. I could stay in one of the cars. And the next option number 3, as you can see behind me, I got that school bus, and I have several more school buses out here, so I could spend the night in a school bus. Option number 4 is I could actually camp out here in the trees, somewhere back up in there. I've got probably 10 acres worth of trees out here, and then the river is right next to my property, so I've got a ton of acres of trees there. And so I've been thinking about this all day long, and I debated on it. I was gonna just bring my Jeep and sleep in the back of it, because I've done that before when I go camping. But I thought, you can't do a junkyard video and sleep in your Jeep. That's a camping video. I want to do a junkyard video. I want to sleep in something junkyard related. So I'm not going to stay in the trees either. And I've got a few other options I might be able to stay in as well. So first things first is I want to do some scouting around, see if I can find a place to sleep tonight. Now, I did not bring anything with me at all, other than I brought a 2-liter jug of water to drink so I don't get dehydrated. And I brought my pistol with me just in case some wild animals decide to get a little bit too frisky. I didn't bring my grill, I didn't bring food, I didn't bring anything. This is total primitive style camping in the junkyard. Just as if I got airdropped in, and this is where I'm at now, other than I did bring the water. Alright, this is one possible spot I thought of. There's this boat back here in the trees. I believe it's got a little cabin area down in the front of it. Now, I have never actually looked in there, so I want to see if I can get up there and check it out, see if there's a place I might be able to stay in there. This is the Tres Jolie. I have no clue how sturdy this is. This is pretty rickety. It's been here a long time. Let's see if I can fall and break something. Some nice brackish water. That's always pleasant. So we can move this out of the way. I can kind of tell already this isn't looking like a good idea, but we're going to climb up in there and see just in case anyway. Alright, I made it over the hole, up in the boat now. This really weird angle I'm not liking. I don't think I'd be able to sleep at this weird angle. Yeah, it doesn't smell good. Looks like rats have been living in here. It stinks like rotten mildew. Yeah, at least it has a bathroom. That's probably one of my only options out here with a bathroom. But those seats are pretty grody. I suppose if I was absolutely desperate, this would work. But I'm not that desperate. I might be able to find something better. My next possible sleeping place is these right here. Now, this one here wasn't too bad a month or two ago, but I kind of grabbed it with the excavator to see how easily it would wad up. And it would wad up very easily, but I kind of destroyed the roof of it, and I don't really see any way of sleeping in there. There's another little slide-in camper back here. Let's check it out. I've never looked in this one, so we'll see if there's anything possible. No, I can't even get in that one. Big old spider web. There's a toilet, but it is packed full of windows. So, oh, there's a toilet outside. That one's not an option. It's not supposed to rain tonight, so that's not really an issue. But a few issues I am looking to try to avoid is number one, mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are really bad right now. Now out here they aren't quite as bad because it's really sandy soil. There's not a lot of moisture out here, so they aren't super bad. But as you saw, like in that boat, there is standing water in some of these cars and that sort of stuff. So there are some mosquitoes, and I really don't feel like waking up with a ton of bites all over me. I've done that before, and I don't want to do that again. When I first started camping as a teenager, my friend and I, sometimes a couple of my friends and I, we'd just take off out to the lake, and all we had was sleeping bags, if that even. Sometimes we didn't have anything, and we'd go camping year round, and we'd just sleep on the ground. And you get the little sand fleas on you, and they bite you, and sometimes it gets cold, sometimes it gets hot, and it just wasn't comfortable. So eventually I got a cot, and that was better. And then once I actually upgraded to actually sleeping inside of something like a vehicle or a tent or a trailer or something, it was a whole lot better. However, my issue with sleeping inside of something is it is hot out here right now. It got up to almost 100 degrees today, and every vehicle out here is probably still very hot inside. So I need to find something with some sort of airflow, yet protection from critters and insects. Now there's this bus here. This is one of my prime candidates I was thinking of, because the windows slide down. I'm just not sure if there's anything to sleep on, because I did not bring a sleeping bag or anything. See, I'd wind up having to sleep on that cardboard, and that does not look very comfortable. So maybe I can find something in one of these other cars to lay down in there. Or maybe I'll find something better to sleep in. I've got several more old campers over here. 2 of them are RVs and one's just a camper. I'm not sure. Now one thing I had considered is sleeping on the roof of this one right here. I can climb up that ladder, sleep up there, and that might be pretty nice up there. The only issue is the mosquitoes once again. But really I'm out here right now and the mosquitoes aren't that bad, so that might actually be a good solution, is just to sleep up there. Well, maybe not. Yeah, that's not attached. That's barely attached, and it's not attached to the top, so it's just got about those 2 little things right there is all that's holding this. Really don't feel like breaking anything, so I may not climb up there. I've got that bus over there, but I can't get in it. The door doesn't open on the front or the back, and I don't really want to bust a window out, because then I can't shut it up to keep the animals and critters out. I've got this big box truck over here, but the door doesn't close on it. And then that camper over there is the one I cleaned up off that farmstead, and those that watch that will remember that it stinks like cats so bad that I can barely stick my head inside it. Here's a possible solution, is this Jeep here. I know I can fit in a Jeep and sleep in a Jeep because I have one. Let's see if it opens up. It does not smell very pleasant inside. I've got to sleep in this all night. I want it to smell at least halfway decent, and this thing really stinks. So I don't think that's a very good solution. Got this big van over here. This is very possible. It's got a nice bed right there. Doesn't smell too bad. It is incredibly warm in here, but this is a definite possibility. It does have one window down a tiny bit in the front. That window over there is completely down, but it's manual windows. I can roll those up. Oh, it's missing a window right there. I forgot I sold that window out of it. So this may not work. We've got this semi here, and the semi beside it, that one doesn't have a sleeper, but this one does. And the only issue with it is I don't even have to open the door. I already know it's going to be comfortable in there, but that thing stinks like mice so bad. So I really don't want to deal with that all night. Got that bus over there that somebody turned into a camper, but it's gutted out inside. And so there's nothing really to sleep on. This is an option here, is I've got these 2 trailer houses. I know the roofs on these don't really leak, so they're not covered in that rot smell. It's not too bad in here. It's incredibly warm in here, like super warm. Bunches of flies in here. They're just buzzing everywhere. I don't know if you can see them. I can kind of see them on the camera every now and then. So I don't know, this may not be a good idea. I don't feel like dealing with flies all night. I've got these buildings and I've got this camper here, but the camper's not mine. That's one that the guy that rents this shop is working on. And I don't really want to sleep in the buildings, because to me that's cheating once again. So we're not going to stay in any of those. I I had considered sleeping in one of these trailers. There's plenty of room. There's actually a recliner in this one, but I didn't bring the keys for this, so that's not going to happen. We've got this big old building, and that would be an authentic junkyard experience to sleep in there, but you know, I really just don't want to sleep in there. There's tons of mice in there. I don't feel like mice crawling on me all night, so that's probably not a very good solution. I've got this Equinox here. That might be a solution. Let's see if it opens. That doesn't open from the back. Let's see if it opens from the side. It opens. Whew, it stinks. It smells like rotten mildew. It must leak water. So, probably not going to happen. Do have a minivan over here. See if it's any good. Back door does not open. See if the side door opens. It opens. Not bad. Not bad at all. Other than, looks like a missing window. Okay, so all the doors are locked on that one. I obviously don't want to break a window out and then have to sleep in the glass. So that one's not going to happen. Let's see what else we can find. This minivan here is wrecked. It's clear full of glass. That's not going to work. I am not having very good luck. This van, the windows are broken out of it. That bus up there, it's clear full of rotted clothes and mice, and same with the two in front of it. This thing here leaks like crazy, and it's all rotted inside and stinks. I'm not sure. We'll check inside this car here, maybe. Nope, it stinks. It's clear full of perfume that's all spilled and gotten hot and exploded and that sort of stuff. There's got to be something out here I can spend the night in. Okay, I'm kind of starting to think this might have been a bad idea now. I'm having a hard time figuring out exactly what I'm going to do. I should have prepared a little bit more. Maybe I should have agreed to bring a cot or something like that. And I think I finally made a decision on what I'm going to sleep in. I got this bus right here. That seems to be my best and cleanest option. A lot of these cars out here, I don't have a very big selection of cars out here because most of them I've already broken the windows out of, or they're wrecks or something like that. So I didn't have a whole lot of cars that were still intact that weren't just absolutely nasty inside, and I'm not gonna do that. Some one of these other times I may stay at one of the other junkyards where I have a bigger selection, and then maybe I can find an actual car to stay in. But this is a junkyard vehicle. It came in for scrap, and so it does qualify. I hopped in there and put all the windows up. It doesn't stink in there. It's not filthy in there. It's not full of rodents in there. So I think this will make a good place to sleep for the night. Plus I can open up the hatch at the top, get some airflow. I left all the windows cracked. I think this is what we're going to do right here. Okay, so I felt a little bit guilty about bending the rules because that wasn't part of the initial rules. I wasn't allowed to use anything brought from home other than my water. So I got to thinking, I've got this old camper out here. I started ripping apart and shoving in the dumpster and hauling some of the trash off, and I kind of quit on it. I ran out of time. Well, it had this couch cushion and a pillow laying on it, and they've been rained on several times now, which I guess is okay because they've been able to get rinsed off and washed off, so they're not nasty. And it's been hot and sunny for the last week and a half, so they've had time to dry out, so they don't smell like mildew or nothing like that. So I think that's going to be my bed for the night. I can't believe I'm doing this. You guys better appreciate this. I hope you do. Sleeping in a junkyard on random couch cushions that I found in the scrap. Who would ever thought I'd be doing this? One thing I am going to do before I put these in there is I'm going to take this cardboard out, because cardboard attracts brown recluse spiders. And so I don't know if there's any brown recluses or not, but I don't want to sleep with a brown recluse, because that's nothing I want to play with, because those are venomous. There we go. Throw that out there in that pile. Now we've got a nice clean spot to lay. I'm trying to decide. This van kind of slopes down towards the front, so that's how I'm going to lay the pillows. That way my head will actually be back here, so my head's higher than my feet. Okay, there's no mosquitoes out tonight, so I went ahead and opened this up. Climb up here. There we go. If I can find something I can, like a ladder or something, a step stool, that I can put down here. I can actually climb up there and hang out and watch the sunset. So I'm gonna see if I can find something to do that. But here's my bed. I gotta lay down on it, see how it feels. Feels pretty good. Not quite as good as my bed at home, but it'll do for the Junkyard sleepover. One thing I'm definitely going to have to do is put the pillow up there so I can keep my head off of that. I'll have to put something else down here so my legs are even. We'll figure something out. Bingo! I was trying to find something that I could use to crawl up on the roof, and I just found it. A pool ladder. That'll work perfect. I've got to hurry if I want to catch the sunset. So I'm trying to hurry and carry this over there. A little bit of a walk, not too bad. Here's my final setup. I got my bed set right here. Got those pillows down there to support my legs. Got the pool ladder in here going up on the roof. So we're going to go check that out right now. And see if we can catch the sunset. Looks like we might have missed it sitting over the trees. You can hear those cicadas. Sure is beautiful out here. There's a light breeze going on. I'm just going to hang out up here on the roof, kind of sit down, just enjoy the evening for a little bit. Turn the camera back on here in a little bit. I did bring a couple flashlights just in case I need them, which I will need them so you guys can see me during the night. So I'll check back in here in about 30 minutes or so. The low light recording on this camera is so good, it's recording and making it look like it's a lot lighter out than it actually is. It's actually getting pretty dark out here. See, it looks fairly light. When I look at my camera, I can actually see better than what I can without looking at the camera screen. That's how much difference it's making with the light. That's more what I'm actually seeing right there. It's starting to get pretty dark out here now. I don't know if you can see them, but yep, they're there. Well, that's a mosquito there on the right, but out in the center of the frame, it went up there. There it goes, right in the center. That's a bat. There's a bunch of bats coming out, and they're eating all these mosquitoes that are coming out. The mosquitoes weren't bad, but now they're starting to get bad, and they're starting to eat me up a little bit sitting on the roof of this bus. Not sure if you can hear that, but there's some coyotes out there howling. Somewhere. The river's back there a ways. Boy, they're getting loud. Sounds like they're fighting over something. That's a little bit on the spooky side. I guess that's why I'm sleeping in a bus and not on the ground in the woods. Alright, so I have two flashlights. I have this one hooked up now. This is just my small one. That way I can shine it on me if I need to record myself. I don't want to shine this too much, either one really, while I'm in here because it will attract bugs and I still have all the windows cracked and I don't want to deal with that. Then I have my other flashlight, which is a much bigger flashlight, and I can adjust the brightness, the color, all that sort of stuff on it. I have it. That way I can shine and record what's in front of me. It's quite a bit warmer in here than I expected it to be. It's definitely on the warm side. I'm making sure to drink plenty of water so I can stay hydrated, but I am getting a little bit on the sleepy side, so I think I'm going to go lights out and try to go to sleep. Didn't realize it was going to be a full moon tonight. It is bright. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Not the most comfortable bed in the world, so I keep waking up a little bit. My legs keep going to sleep. I don't really have any support for my knees. So I woke up, thought I'd come up here and check it out. Don't really see any animals. I thought maybe I could catch some eyes or something, but don't really see anything. It's just really, really peaceful out here. It's really, really nice. It cooled down a lot, so it's actually really comfortable out here temperature-wise. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning out today. There's a nice breeze. It's nice and cool. It is sure nice out here. I gotta say, I didn't sleep the greatest. But I guess that's what happens when you don't bring anything and you literally sleep on an old couch cushion and a couple old pillows that you found in the trash, basically, in a scrap old camper. I only woke up a couple times though. There was one time last night. There's a bunch of coyotes out there somewhere. It was probably about 4:30 in the morning, and they were yipping and yapping about something, and it woke me up. But before I could get my camera out, they quit. So didn't get to record that one. But overall, it was actually kind of fun. I kind of enjoyed it. It was nice just getting to sit there. There was one point in the night, I went up on the roof and I just hung out for a little bit till the mosquitoes got to me. And it was actually a really enjoyable experience other than the uncomfortable bed. So I think if next time I actually bring a real cot or something I can actually sleep on, and I bring a grill so I can eat, because I am starving right now. I never ate dinner, or now it's breakfast time and I'm just absolutely hungry. So I think if I prepare a little bit better, and this time it wasn't that I didn't prepare, I intentionally didn't prepare. This was just like a crash at the junkyard type of thing. But I'll definitely do something like this again in the future. Boy, it's nice out here. About 6 o'clock this morning, all the bugs stopped their noise and the birds started their noise. I really like this back field back here. You can see up there kind of where that boat and campers and all that are, and that's where the junk stops. And I want to keep it that way. I want to keep this back field just growing wild. There's a bunch of thorn trees over there I'd like to come in and mow sometime on the other side of those big trees. But other than that, I'm just going to let all this stay just like it is. I don't know if you can see them up there, but there's a bunch of turkeys in that tree. I can hear them up there clucking. There's a bunch there, and there's a bunch down there further. They're all hanging out. They haven't come down from the roost. Oh, there comes one now. They're finally coming down for the morning. There they go. Here's all my prickly pears. I'm not sure, they got some sort of white fungus growing on them. So that's kind of a bummer. I don't know if they're still edible or not when they have that. They're not ripe yet. But you can see all those little deals there on the top. The flowers are all gone, but the deals are still green. The fruit is still green. You have to wait till it's kind of a reddish color before you pick it. So they're not quite ripe yet. I'll have to come back and check them again later. Almost every time I go over this hill, there's deer. So I'm going to see if there is this time too. Nope, no deer. But there's a turkey. I had thought about hiking back to the river, check it out this morning, but I have to go through all those trees back there, and they're pretty thick, and it's a little bit of a hike. And I don't have my hiking boots with me, so I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go get breakfast instead. That's all for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Something a little bit different. Next time I do this, I might do it a little bit different. Actually prepare, bring some cooking utensils, that type of stuff. I don't know. If you guys like this, let me know. If you guys want to see something like this, 2.0 version, let me know. But I'm going to head out and go get something to eat. So I hope you all have a great day today. And remember, get out there and find an adventure. We'll see you next time.